look at two top-selling models from Alfa Romeo, Giulia and Stelvio. Giulia is a little bit like single life, flamboyant, fun, feisty, and Stelvio is a little bit like married life, practical, stable, pretty, but yet another medium-sized family SUV. And haven't we got enough of those? Yet everybody wants one, because the sales of Stelvio surpass the sales of Giulia by far. So why is everybody wanting to get into this marriage? Do you marry and secretly have an affair? What the fuss is all about? Well, in this video we're going to talk about marital affairs, marriages and Italian cars. All right, you gorgeous Italian thing, show me how quick you are. Launch control. Dynamic mode activated, automatic start and stop button deactivated. Can I switch off the nanny in the form of electronic stability control? Not within quick reach anyway. Off we go. Foot on the brake, foot on the throttle. Let's warm you up a little bit and off we go. You sexy minx. We're off to a very, very good start. So the declared 0 to 100 is 5.7 seconds and I am 5.55. These are mistress numbers, and numbers don't lie. The top speed is 230 kilometers an hour. Damn, my timing was impeccable. Quick stallion, I have to say. Under the bonnet, I've got a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine which produces 280 horses and 400 newton meters of torque. This is the more powerful Stelvio, of course, before the monster Stelvio Quadrifoglio. I'm going to put my foot down. Stelvio, you are alive. The throttle response, well, let me put it this way, is more than salubrious. But now we're going to tinker with DNA, which is Alfa Romeo's terminology for driving modes. D stands for dynamic, N for natural, and A for advanced efficiency. Now something tells me that D, dynamic, will feel a bit more natural to me. So D it is. I'm going to smash this Italian throttle pedal around the corner. It is punchy. It is very punchy. The turbocharger kicks in instantly and it's just boom, like this. Oh, I am excited. It's not a small car, bear in mind, but when you put your foot down, you rise like a phoenix.
Coffee cups and cigarettes laying around the room.
As a passenger, you're going to have a good life in Stelvio. I have adjusted both front seats for my height, which is just over 1.7 meters, 5'7". I've got plenty of legroom. This is actually quite impressive. Very good headroom. What about the middle seat? Well, you have a humpy on the floor, so it really serves as an emergency seat for an adult. But for a child, it is more than enough. You've got 2 USB ports. I like the brown leather. It feels like a big, comfy Italian sofa here. This engine actually sounds lovely in all driving modes. When you turn it on, you trot around car park, it's got that nice purr about it. I like it. Now Stelvio on a curvy road is agile, like a cat. Without shadow of a doubt, this has got to be one of the top SUVs available on the market in terms of handling. It doesn't swing left and right around the corners. You feel solid, you feel stable, you feel secure. I mean, after all, it's been named after Stelvio, which is a mountain pass in Italy. Imagine if it fell apart on a twisty road. Well, that would be shameful. But no, here we've got all-wheel drive system, so we feel planted. We've got plenty of grip. And really, this is an advantage over Giulia, which in many markets is available only as a rear-wheel drive option. And let me tell you, when it's icy and slippery like it is today, well, it's a bit of a dancing queen. check what is happening with the boot space of Stelvio. We have 525 liters of space. The shape of the boot is very practical. The floor here is completely flat, which means you can easily slide items out and put them back in. And that is enough about the boot.
We do our best to hide innocence fading away as we learn the truth, and
The steering here is quick, it is precise, it is sharp, it is very much awake. And you should be too driving this car. This is the opposite of a non-SUV. It really is the sharpest tool in the box when it comes to SUVs. Stelvio is listening and Stelvio is responding. Think about it. Wouldn't that be nice in a marriage?
we're chasing the easy life.
So the ride here might not be pudding-like, but it is still very comfortable. Stelvio is a great long-distance cruiser. Very little tire noise, very little wind noise. I have to admit, when Stelvio initially launched several years ago, it drove like a pig. The suspension was so fidgety, it would never quite settle down. But Alfa Romeo has tweaked it and has rectified. The same goes for the 8-speed automatic gearbox, which used to be absolutely utter rubbish. No more. It is quick, it is smooth. You of course have those aluminium paddle shifters, which do come in handy when you're going downhill, for example, in the mountains, so that you don't burn your brakes. But you can also put this car into manual, dynamic mode, and you can have a little bit of fun in this car. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. It keeps on going. It's nice. I promised myself not to get too excited during my automotive testing. But how could you not?
We're chasing the sun tonight. We're chasing the
Let's have a look at the cabin. I absolutely love this color combination. Brown on the inside and frosty on the outside. Moonlight Pearl is the name of this exterior paint color, and it looks absolutely stunning. On the inside, the quality of the materials, the fit and finish is beautiful. I mean, I gotta give it to Italians. They just know their stuff. I love the steering wheel. You've got shortcut buttons here. The layout is clean and simple. Start and stop button on your steering wheel, just like in a Ferrari. Aluminium paddle shifters, because plastic paddle shifters are for peasants. Traditional displays, I really like it. Let's jump into practicality. Large bowl of water test. You can fit that in a door bin, but nothing bulky will go with that fight. That's fine. You can pop that bottle in here. Alright, I like these cup holders because you've got rubber on the sides, which means it protects your drinks from spilling all over your beautiful Italian vehicle. Okay, glove box. Tiny. You can fit in, well, just about that, gloves. A little bit of storage down here. USB-C, USB port, 12-volt socket. I like this wireless mobile charging, a very neat pockets. Okay, look how beautifully designed and crafted the dash is. And look how beautifully integrated the touch screen is. Do you remember what Mercedes used to do? They used to take an iPad and just plonk it on the dash. Oh, that's your infotainment system. I mean, they've rectified it now, but it was absolutely atrocious. And here, gracious elegance. The system itself is simple, straightforward. Is it the most intuitive and advanced infotainment system on the planet? No, it doesn't have to be. If you don't like it, you can plug in your iPhone or your Android. Let's have a look at the graphics. These are very good. The system is very quick as well. That is very, very important. I like it actually. I don't plug in. Personally, I don't like Apple CarPlay, so I just leave it as it is. And I like it. You've got the climate control here. Nice panel. Every button in this vehicle serves its purpose. Got traditional knobs for climate control, lovely. USB 12-volt socket as well. You can operate a system with your finger, or you can use the swivel down here. And I find that the swivel is far more practical and far less distracting while you're driving. And you can get anywhere you want to get to. Simple, easy, all right. Traditional knobs, volume. we better turn it down. Otherwise, YouTube is going to ban my video because of copyrighted music. Did you know, by the way, that Germany has banned a lot of YouTube videos because of exactly that, copyrighted music? It's an ongoing palaver. And some countries have banned YouTube altogether. China, Turkmenistan, Iran, North Korea. I mean, nothing is allowed in North Korea, but in these countries you can't watch YouTube. And if that wasn't enough, have you heard of the ongoing dispute between Facebook, Instagram and European politicians? Well, Facebook said, we're not going to put up with your... And we're going to actually pull out of Europe. What you going to do when they come for you? Well, here's my answer. NordVPN, a sponsor of today's video. But you know, I don't take rubbish on board. I take the good stuff. Now, what is NordVPN? This is a VPN service that changes your IP address. And by doing so, it hides your internet activity from your internet provider. It does a lot of things to protect you online, your activity, your traffic, your passwords, because frankly, it is nobody else's business. Now here's how to use NordVPN. You simply download the app on your phone, on your computer, on your iPad. With one account, you can use it on up to 6 devices, which is brilliant. From a long list of countries, you select one to access all the things you need. Let's say you go on a business trip or holiday to Dubai, or perhaps you're moving there. Did you know that WhatsApp is actually banned in Dubai? I know, it's crazy. No can do. With NordVPN, oh yes, you can. You're flying to Thailand on a holiday and you want to enjoy your morning cup of coffee whilst reading Daily Mail. Well, without NordVPN, no can do, because the king has banned a lot of websites. Why? Well, just because he can. This is actually how I found out about NordVPN. Last year I have spent a lot of time in Thailand and a lot of websites are banned, including some banking websites. That's right. So without a VPN, you are toasted. It's like chopping your arm off a little bit. Now, NordVPN does a lot of things as well. It allows you to find cheaper hotel prices, cheaper flights, cheaper car parts. And actually, I use NordVPN to check prices of cars in different countries. I mean, manufacturers are cheeky buggers because quite often they don't want you to know how much the car costs in another country, especially if you can buy it in another country and bring it to your country. Oh, they don't want you to do that. Of course not. Education, can be very, very dangerous. And then with NordVPN, you have access, of course, to MotoGP races to watch them for free, because in many countries you can't do it. And last but not least, actually the list is endless, but what is important is Netflix. So let's say you live in Germany and you love American shows and they're not available on Netflix in Germany. Well, with NordVPN, you can log in Netflix USA and you can watch the shows. Let's say you're traveling and you want to have access to your favorite show from your home country. You know what to do. You log into your country and you have access to your favorite shows. Yes, the list is endless, and I better shut up now. Now, to get started, go to the link on the screen to get the 2-year plan with an exclusive deal. Plus, you'll get 1 month free. And just to make sure you're not buying a pig in a poke, they've got 30 days money back guarantee. Some good stuff. Have a look.
Destiny brought us together, but then we...
The visibility in Stelvio is very good. You're sitting slightly higher up, no blind spot in the front, good cameras. The rear window is on the smaller side, but look, it is a sexy looking SUV. Unless your cup of tea is Kim Kardashian, the rear has to be a little bit smaller. Now onto fuel economy. So I'm averaging 8 to 9 liters. Bear in mind, it is a winter time. Bear in mind, 280 horsepower. And bear in mind, a very, very heavy right foot. Excellent result. Now this car is easy to drive. It can be relaxing, but never ever numb. As soon as you hop into Stelvio, you put your foot down, you know what you're in for. And that is a beautiful Italian love affair. And when they told you love does not cost a thing, well, they lied. £51,000 in the UK.
We are stardust in the universe.
Let's be honest, many SUVs are lackluster, but this is certainly not one of them. When Stelvio initially launched a number of years ago, I have to admit, I thought it was pointless. I thought to myself, well, why manufacture an SUV that does not feel like an SUV? But there's a big point, and it's called use your brain, Anna. Stelvio has been designed for somebody who's looking for all the practicalities: space, stability, safety, but it's got a huge appetite for fun and embraces the firmness and the sharpness, which is exactly why everybody is buying into this marriage. Because, truth be told, this is marriage together with an affair. Yeah? She's a keeper, I tell you that. Keeps you stable and keeps you spicy. And what would life be without spice? Very, very sad. And I'm afraid our affair today is coming to an end. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you all very, very soon. Bye.
Beyond, now and forever.